日本九州海域发生6.9级地震，引发海啸警报。专家说，2025年每2天就摇一次。
一阵天摇地动，房间内的猫咪瞬间定格，抬头盯着架上摇晃的挂钩。
2025年，日本跟台湾地区到底会不会发生大地震呢？这件事情我一直都有点小小的担心。最近呢，台湾地区有一些小小的地震，日本也有发生一些地震。从我所看见的未来这本漫画里面，作者预言了在2025年的7月5号会发生，而且海底的火山爆发还会制造新的陆地。可想而知，这样子的地震应该是非常大的吧。最近呢，我也在研究，我想知道有没有其他有名的预言家也会提到亚洲的大地震呢？于是呢，我就先去看看英国非常有名的预言家，叫做 Craig Hamilton Parker。他在乌俄战争开打之前就已经预言了俄罗斯会进攻乌克兰。
These are my predictions for 2022 for Russia. I think Russia will have another shot at Ukraine to try to grab some of the areas around Russia that are still Russian speaking.
当时大家都不以为意，觉得欧洲啊、俄罗斯那边啊都已经和平那么久了，也没有大规模的军事冲突，怎么可能会战争呢？结果没有多久，俄罗斯真的就宣布要进攻乌克兰了。在2024年初啊，帕克还预言了美国总统拜登会在选前最后一刻退出选举，而且也预言了其中一方会对另外一方发动暗杀攻击。
I predict something very dark happens to President Joe Biden. What I'm seeing is, in effect, something that he's been pulled from power, sacked, as it were, and quite close to the election time. I'm seeing him kind of being removed almost at the last minute, being almost dragged off the stage. I feel him being carried off the stage. And it's weeks before the election. And I feel that we've got, for a very short time, Kamala Harris in power, very short time, and then a scramble to find a new candidate.
没想到，真的拜登就因为年事已高、身体的因素，决定退出选举。
It's been the honor of my life to serve as your president. I draw strength and I find joy in working for the American people. But this sacred task of perfecting our union is not about me. It's about you.
而且，川普也在拜访宾州的时候遭遇刺客的攻击。
And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
一颗子弹划过他的耳朵，当场的流弹还波及了无辜的民众，造成1人死亡。
这些精准的预言让我对于帕克印象深刻，所以我就看看他对于2025年有没有预言一些亚洲的东西呢？不看还好，一看不得了啊！
So I've mentioned also Taiwan. I've also mentioned, I haven't made notes this time about Japan, but remember, in my previous video, and I'll point you to my previous video about Japan out there, I felt as if there was going to be a major earth change around Japan. I saw a smoke type eruption type thing that's going to have consequences for the whole Pacific area. I saw something big with that, and that I felt that was imminent too. So there's a big one coming off the coast of Japan. Japan's kind of a mega quake that I was talking about in that video. I saw sort of and I also felt simultaneously that would be eruptions around the world at the same time. California would be affected by this too, not the sweeping earthquake that they had in the past in California, but I feel there's some serious concerns there at the same time. And I saw like a gas cloud, you know, like when I said China there, I saw that gas cloud. So there's this gas cloud of some sort in the east, which may be from volcanic or something happening, because that's what I saw, and that thing will move. It'll be important to know which direction it takes.
帕克在这支影片明确的说到，日本会有大规模的地壳运动。他看见很多的烟雾升起，那不就是火山爆发的感觉吗？而且他说这个规模很大，会造成整个亚太地区的地壳变动哦。帕克是一个英国人， 其实很多通常欧美国家的人，他不一定会去关心一些亚洲的事情，所以如果他特别指出日本会发生大地震的话，那很有可能是因为他真的看见了这样的景象，而不是因为要配合预言漫画我所看见的未来才讲的。毕竟我所看见的未来在欧洲不一定有名嘛，应该是很没有名的，所以帕克不可能是为了要配合这本漫画才讲说他看到这样子的意象。那看完帕克之后呢，我又再去找一些其他的预言家，因为我想要听听各种不同的意见。我就找到了这个女生，她感觉非常的年轻，我就来听听她怎么说关于2025年的预言。结果没想到她也有讲到亚洲地区的地震诶。
And this is in no particular order, but let's just talk about the first one. I saw a big earthquake happening, and it was definitely on a coastal sort of country, and then a possible tsunami after the big earthquake. And I was sort of kind of picking up on Asia rather than, say, North America. So that's one, the first prediction that I picked up on was a big earthquake and then a possible tsunami after.
同时这个女生也有提到，她看见2025年会有蛮多的飞机失事，而且她有感觉到焚风。她并没有说是哪边，不过呢，也在她预言的不久之后啊 ，LA 的大火也非常的严重。说到 LA 的火灾，全球知名的预言家辛普森家庭也已经预言了 LA 的火灾。哦，不对，是 Springfield。在这一集辛普森家庭的动画里面，他们住的地方 Springfield 遭到能量武器的攻击，整个城市烧了起来，房子全毁的景象跟最近 LA 的野火非常相似。但是不同的是，动画里面火灾的原因是因为有人使用了能量武器攻击这个城市，而现实中的 LA 是因为天气的因素还有焚风导致。这一集的 Springfield 招牌很明显是在模仿好莱坞，难不成辛普森家庭真的知道什么内幕吗？早在很多年前，辛普森家庭就已经预言了川普会当选美国总统，而且啊，动画里面的画面竟然也在现实中一一出现了，还包括 Lady Gaga 在 Super Bowl 里面的中场表演。动画里面 Lady Gaga 是穿着一身火箭服，从上面吊钢丝下来表演，而现实生活中 Lady Gaga 也真的做出了一模一样的表演。有一集啊，他们在核电厂附近钓出了一只3只眼睛的鱼，这一集是在嘲讽核电厂的污染，但是没想到现实生活中也真的发现了有一只3只眼睛的鱼啊！难道我们的水资源已经污染成这样了吗？连动物都开始变形了。那今天介绍这些预言，希望你不要恐慌啦。我自己好像有一点小小的恐慌。那我觉得要去日本玩或亚洲玩，还是趁早去吧，最好是能够在上半年就赶快去玩一玩。我们不知道到底会不会发生更多的地震，这个都要等年底之后才能够回顾他们的预言到底准不准确。这边还有一支影片在介绍我所看见的未来这一本预言漫画，还没看过的朋友可以去看一下哦。如果你想看更多帕克对于今年全球的预言，也欢迎在下面留言告诉我哦。我是 BB， 那我们下次再见咯，拜拜。